listen to this episode of the podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, please stand, please rise, please rise.
Okay.
We're here today to witness the trial of the state of London against the podcast All Fart No Poop for coming back for another week, another episode, everyone.
It's been a tough journey.
It's been a tough journey. How you doing, mate? How you doing?
Not bad. Don't know what that intro was.
Don't know what it was. I mean, look, mate. I was tasked with introing the episode, and we're trying to one up. We're trying to one up every time, and this time I just thought, just go for it, Nick.
Well, I don't know whether my day's worse or better for it, but it
think
certainly
it's
was
better.
an intro.
I think it's better, mate. But I'll let you figure that out.
All right, Kevin. All right, ta-ta.
Okay. So love to the kids. Love to the kids.
No, I'm good. I'm all right. Fuck, you're drinking water. I forgot my water, and I don't know if I can do this without my water.
Oh, should we just finish it here?
Yeah, let's a whole podcast. Never do it again. And years from now, they'll be like, why did they end it? He didn't get water.
Wow, he just needed water that badly.
That's all he needed was a cupo.
Turns out all he needed was that wet.
What?
Yeah, it's hot as fuck. That's why I've got water right now.
Yeah, but I thought it was a bit cooler today.
It was a bit cooler, but as we established last week when it was hot as fuck, I'm on the 9th floor of an apartment building, so everything rises, and we open all of the windows to get it cool. But to record this, because we've got the world's loudest construction site outside, I have to shut everything, otherwise you can hear it just like banging and drilling. So
yeah, I'm sort of in a similar
roasting.
boat. I had my main window open in the bedroom where I record this, and I suddenly realised that Tottenham is not a quiet neighbourhood, so I had to shut that window.
No, I don't think anywhere in London is really.
No, unless you go to world's quietest place,
the park
on the side of
Drury Lane.
Drury Lane, that's it.
That is it.
Exactly,
yeah.
Mate. How weird that you knew that as well.
Man. I know, pretty crazy. I mean, it's a well-established quiet place, so...
Yeah, well, no, I thought I was the only one that found it.
Should we record the podcast there?
Yeah? Should you break lockdown?
Imagine.
Should we break lockdown and go to the park on the side of Drury Lane?
Look, mate, hear me out, and no one will be able to hear this because this doesn't go out onto public, and you wouldn't be able to find it. Let's break lockdown and record a podcast.
Sick, that's a sick plan, man. No one's gonna
Let's
know.
go. Pack up everything right now. Let's go. Let's just
right
go.
now. Okay, I'm coming.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Right now.
I already packed this morning, mate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, we're still on the time travel episode. So did there. Do you see?
Oh, that was good, man. That was
good, man. Yeah.
That was like in sitcoms where the stories are like individual episodes and they're not linked, but like 10 episodes in they'll make a reference. You'll be like, it is all linked.
Yeah, it is like. Well, I mean, it's kind of like that.
A little bit.
Not really though. So let's let's get into it. Last week we tackled spooky stories.
We did. It was so spooky, Nick. I had nightmares for a week.
Look, mate, I don't want to say that I've been losing sleep, but I've been losing sleep to the thought of throwing oranges on a bed, mate. That was
Who hasn't?
Really,
I haven't been able to
up.
pick up an orange since, mate.
Every time I go to pick up, every time I pick up an orange, my hand just shakes. And Maddie looks at me and goes, "Are you all right?" And I just cry. I just break down in tears.
That to be fair, you were doing that long before the podcast.
Yeah, nothing to do with the podcast. I'm just deathly afraid of oranges. Right, so this week we're going to tackle another important topic. Right?
Arguably the most important yet.
It's so important. We asked our listeners to send some topics our way that we could try tackling on a podcast, and you came through. We had a whole bunch of absolute just little nuggets of greatness.
We will get to as many of them as we can. I feel like we should preface that as well.
Yeah, I think what we're gonna have to start doing is like making a list, compiling a list of all the previous ideas as well, and then just like every week just picking something from the big. This
is it. This is what I've sort of tried to do. Although, like on Instagram, right, it shows you can obviously see in a seal what everyone's responses are.
Yeah.
And then I just forget that like 24 hours is up. And,
you can't go back to it. I wish you could.
So
I've been trying hard.
I'd say that. I did manage to screenshot just before.
I was going to say, screenshot it. It's pretty easy.
Look, mate, I don't know why I had to go into that.
Yeah.
Peek behind the curtain for all our listeners.
So this week we had the topic suggested of the best bromances in TV and film.
Well, actually, it was just film.
Okay, just film, but we've branched it out to include TV,
TV
as well. Because actually, I was, when I first thought, okay, we're doing bromances in film and TV.
Absolutely.
I thought, right, I got loads. And it's harder to think of than you think until you go to Google. And so many have come up that I've completely forgot about that are just like, that is a good bromance.
It is a good bromance, yeah, man. Yeah. So we're just going to sift through. So I basically was like, Nick, we're not going to come up with a certain amount each. Let's just both think of all of the good bromances we can think of, and we are going to throw ourselves through this like fucking no one's business, mate.
Let's do it, mate. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, but Nick, you didn't tell us who suggested it.
Oh, yeah. This was suggested by the lovely Tom Canner, or Tom Chainer on Instagram.
I frankly cannot believe it.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
Cheers. Thank you, mate. Cheers.
You did it. I think you just broke the internet.
I think I did.
And you're
just
not even naked?
Check. Not even naked, no. I did it fully clothed. I did it fully clothed, so fuck you, Kim Kardashian. Let's see you try that, you little bitch.
Mate, calm down.
I'm sorry.
That's pretty crazy. Okay, now that we've established who suggested this beautiful, important topic.
Should we talk about some?
Yeah, let's get head first into it. Do you wanna take the reins here, mate?
Oh, mate, I frankly, Nick, I didn't ever think you would ask, and it has brought me such joy.
Did. So, go ahead, mate. Tell me.
Thought that I would go first.
Yeah, well, I want to hear everything you have to say about romance.
I found some. I don't know really what order to do this. Some of them are so obvious, and people are going to be going, "Of course they are." Yeah. We're going to miss them as well. Look, right. The first thing I thought when I saw it was like, okay, this is number one bromance of all time in film. Frodo and Sam from Lord of the Rings, right?
Classic. An absolute classic. I'll tell you what, actually, that didn't come to mind.
How did that not come to mind? He carries him up a mountain, Nick.
I think it's one of those things of it's so obvious that it just slipped through the radar. But it's so obvious.
Are you about to tell me that you've literally got like I don't know, one thing on your list and it's like fucking Forrest Gump in his bench?
No, it's so obscure. It's like the left tree to the side of the frame at 47 seconds in You've Got Mail, and also Tom Hanks. No, but yeah, I think that is the number one.
Could you imagine that's all we say about each of them? Oh yeah, sweet. I actually think next one.
We just list them off.
I think too.
This is a bromance. Yeah,
this is our two men.
Nice. Right, let's really get to the nitty gritty of why the Lord of the Rings bromance is maybe the ultimate bromance. I think it's because they're both somewhat whiny. And they both need...
Since when has that been the fucking benchmark to meet a bromance?
Because, hear me out, they need each other, Stuart.
Oh, deep, man. Yeah, they do.
I love a good bromance when it's too strong, like, just like bam, 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 bam. But this is the ultimate bromance because they're falling on each other all the time, metaphorically and literally falling on each other, carrying each other up mountains. Definitely, I mean, they fucked, right?
Oh, they have to have.
They have to have fucked.
Yeah, you cannot tell me they didn't fuck.
Yeah, look at that film. Look at any of the three films. Tell me they didn't fuck and also have that chemistry. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
There's something there. There's a glisten behind both of their eyes.
My favourite thing about them, right, is that they're clearly like best buddies at the beginning, but they go on literally the biggest journey of anyone ever, and then you know at the end of it they're just fucking. I don't ever want. This is the best sign of a good bromance for me is that I'm just like I don't ever want to leave you myself. No. I just want to watch you two do anything. That is it. The ultimate sign of a good bromance is that I don't care what you're doing. I can watch you do anything. And
I will add my one. I don't know what the right word is, but my one thing about the bromance that you know, sometimes it's a little bit, I'm not going to say one-sided, but it feels like Sam is definitely carrying a lot of the weight sometimes, if you know what I'm saying. Like, there's so many points in all three of the films where Frodo is just laying it out, just absolutely off his fucking mop. And Sam is the one
in Frodo's defense, he has got the one ring on.
Yeah, that is true.
He is going psychologically insane.
Yeah, that
a lot of the time at the hands of one of the darkest forces of evil you can possibly imagine. So we'll give him a free pass.
Yeah.
Easy to
okay.
forget, Nick. Easy
That's
to
true. Yeah, but I mean, it's just because whenever I think of any of the emotional parts between them two, I think of something that Sam's saying. Never Frodo.
Usually, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Because he's usually the one to say it, and I don't think that's to anyone's detriment.
No, I think that's actually.
I think there's always givers, there's always takers, baby.
Oh my god!
No, but before we move on to another one, because we can't just talk about Lord of the Rings.
No,
I'd love to.
That'll be
maybe we should later on in
that'll
the
be good
show.
episode,
Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of people would say, "Oh, the best part of their bromance is when they get to the Mount Doom and you get the incredible. I can't carry it, but I can't carry it for you, but I will carry you. Amazing moment of bromance. My favourite bit of Frodo and Sam is genuinely one of the best bits, one of the best endings of any film in a trilogy that's made up of amazing endings. Yeah, is End of Two Towers, which is that lovely monologue to him, and he's comforting Frodo. And he's like, "Oh, Mr. Frodo, and that there is some good left in all." I don't know what he's coming.
Doesn't it end on Gollum?
But there's a monologue from Sam at the end of Two Towers, and everything looks like it's just going to fucking shit, and he's like, that there is some good left, and you're like, oh man,
and the music's there, and the music is there,
and also the music is there.
And if you didn't notice the music that was there, the music's there as well to help you out.
I can confirm that.
Yeah, my favourite part is everyone seems to gloss it over, but it's the balls deep threesome between Frodo, Sam, and Gollum. No one really mentions it, but it is there.
No, it is there.
It is there, right? I watched the right version.
I don't remember. I don't remember it, Nick.
Yeah, look, you made me download it. I got it on Pirate Bay. It was lordofthebumrings.mp4.bigtits1. I'm pretty sure.
See, what you've done what you've done there, Nick, is you have not actually downloaded 11 Academy Award winning fantasy epic film Lord of the Rings. What I think you've done is Nick, you've maybe just downloaded vicious gay porn.
Oh, see, I thought it was just the extended edition.
Nope.
I thought these were scenes they've just added. I don't remember these when I was 10.
Well, I don't know if adding is what they were doing, Nick, but it was...
Maybe they were adding scenes, but they were subtracting from the story, is all I'm going to say. I'm not one to review Lord of the Rings porn, but they took a lot away from
they added
from
a nudity. They certainly lost in character development.
They truly did. Right, let's go on to another bromance.
Go on, what have you got? Go on, hit me up.
And I'm gonna flip over to TV. You know, that was a good film.
No, Nick, let's not do that.
Why?
Okay, we can do that. I mean, not that there are any rules here, but why not just do movies and then film?
Fine.
I mean, movies and then TV.
Okay.
Sorry, mate. Sorry to do your rotten like that in front of all the listeners.
No, it's fine. It's just like don't talk to me again. So this one went under the radar. I didn't think about it, and then I saw it and was like, "Fuck yeah, man! That is exactly what a bromance needs."
Yeah, go on.
And that's Harold and Kumar.
Yeah.
Both of those two.
That is classic.
In both, but wait, is there three Harold and Kumar? I was thinking of
Harold and Kumar and
White Castle, Escape.
Well, White Castle's the first one.
Yeah, and then it was like Escape from something, wasn't it?
Didn't they do that stupid Christmas?
Oh, they did a Christmas.
Yeah.
Either way, Harold and Kumar, that's a good bromance because they get closer through all of the stories, but they start close. They're always fucking high as fuck.
They're friends.
They're always...
I feel like stoner films are like a good source of bromances because who doesn't like because they're obviously just gonna be people hanging out together.
Yeah, exactly. It's just it's the perfect petri dish.
Yeah.
To enable a bromance to blossom.
Absolutely, and also grow. John Cho. So.
Yeah, exactly. He's great. He actually like suddenly. Wait. Who's the other one? They both got. Well, right. This is the one thing.
He's it doesn't. Oh, what's his name? But doesn't he work for the White? Didn't he work in the White House for a bit?
What?
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure.
Is that the plot of a film he's in?
Was it Cal Penn? Is that it?
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Oh, I'm telling you, right? I'm googling it, but I'm sure Cal Penn works in the White House.
While you Google it, what I always wonder is whether because it's quite an older film. I remember watching it when we were younger, but was that what made them both kind of burst onto the scene, or were they big before? Because obviously John Cho is in loads of big shit now, but was he in big stuff before? And was that part of? Do they have a bromance in real life? That's what I need to know.
So many answers. I feel like I have no reason to really believe this at all. and no evidence for it. But I feel like they're one of the bromances that isn't really there in real life.
Yeah. Well,
I just feel like I don't regularly see them hanging out.
No.
And I know that I don't. Obviously, I don't.
But it doesn't take away from the bromance in the film.
It doesn't. And also, yes, I can confirm, Kal Penn was in fact the former associate director of the White House Office of Public Liaison.
No fucking way.
His literal top line of his Wikipedia bio, which is obviously the basis of any strong internet believability, is known professionally as Kal Penn, is an American actor, comedian, and civil servant.
Wow.
Crazy, man.
What a guy.
I think he, I don't know, I'm not going to go into too much of it, but I think he did, left to, no, he went after, I don't fucking know. Mental, though. That's a bit of trivia for you, mate.
Crazy.
On the subject of stoner films, though, I've got another fucking classic bromance.
Oh, here we go. I think I know what you're going to...
so good.
What you're going to lay out.
It's Seth Rogen and James Franco.
There we go.
In the Pineapple Express.
Pineapple
Express.
This is a good one as well because we know for a fact they do have a bromance in real life. They're like best friends.
So this film feels like you're watching them just hang out. Just them actors.
That's so good, isn't it? They're so good together. They're so good. Do you know what I watched recently? That when I watched the first time, I was like, I had a good time, but I just kind of forgot. And I watched it again. I was like, it's actually well funny.
Go on.
The Interview.
I enjoyed it first, but I've not watched it since.
And it is just because they're really funny together. So their bromance held up so well that it's just because Pineapple Express was like the first film they both did where it's like them doing that thing, wasn't it? Obviously, they'd done stuff before.
They had been, obviously, not that was
first.
Like James Franco had been in Seth Rogen films, and Seth Rogen had been in...
Yeah, but I mean, that was their first, both of them,
leading a film together.
Yeah, and then it spawned, loads of... Because everyone was like, this is fucking amazing, but secondly, you two are so good together and, obviously love doing it.
But they've always been, writing... They've been, writing and acting partners.
Well, exactly.
Before,
that's the nice thing, is that, the bromance... was always there, my brother.
Exactly. But you know what I like about Pineapple Express is that, I feel like Pineapple Express, James Franco's role is exactly what I would expect that to be Seth Rogen's role. And I would expect Seth Rogen's role to be played by James Franco, but they didn't. And I kind of... In fact, I have a feeling... sorry to be spouting trivia left, right and centre, bloody hell
bloody
today,
hell.
mate.
Are you IMDb, mate? Because
I have
you're
a feeling
getting that trivia out.
I might be completely making this up, so no one actually checked this, but I have a feeling that they actually were originally supposed to play the other roles, and then they just decided, nah, fuck it. I think James Franco was just like, no, fuck it, I want to play that.
That is jokes. I hope that's true.
Yeah, I think it was, but yeah, what a fucking film. Endlessly rewatchable, amazing,
so good.
Always a good time.
Mate, do you know what else is always a good time?
No.
Both this film and the bromance within. And actually, I can't believe I didn't go with it as my first one because it's just so obvious.
Go on.
The clues in the name is I Love You, Man. Peter Craven and Sidney Fife.
I thought of that one too, but I thought, is that one too obvious? Because it is literally the whole point of the film.
Is about that, but it is so good. You can't watch that film without just being so happy.
I feel like it's... I absolutely love Paul Rudd, and I also absolutely love Jason Segel, and they're two people that I desperately want to be friends with in real life. So I think that definitely has they could not be friends in the film, and I'd still be like, great bromance. Yeah,
well, that's the thing. I think it would be hard for them both to be in a film, also a film about a bromance, in which you don't finish and think, that was a fucking sick bromance. Because
it really is, though. It goes through it all, though.
It's so good.
It's just a that's like a rom-com, but not the relationship of the couple, the relationship of the best friends.
That's why I love it, because you don't... In a lot of films where there's a good bromance, it's not the forefront of the film. It's like, and also they're fucking great together, and then it usually results in a spin-off, or not a spin-off.
Yeah, it's often accidental.
It becomes a bromance in pop culture, but this film is just like, fuck it, it's a bromance. This is a rom-com about these two guys, and it's completely bromance.
And amazing. I think as a result of that, this just in, we have to stand. We have to stand.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, wait, actually pause for a minute.
Yep.
I'm just hearing right now, straight in from the government press briefing today at 5:00. We have to stand.
We have to stand. Unfortunately, we do have to stand.
Yeah, we do.
Now, what an absolute corker, mate.
Yeah, fantastic. I want to watch that right now. I love it. And I also love... who's your favourite in that film, out of Jason Segel and Paul Rudd?
Yeah.
Who's your favourite? It's got to be Jason Segel.
It kind of does because I love
Because he's
Jason
so fucking weird in it. It's beautiful.
But-
Love it.
Yeah, he is so weird. But also, Paul Rudd maybe just for the slip of the Paris.
Yeah, and
Is-
also because Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
I think I'm like I just prefer Jason Segel anyway.
Wow.
But that's like saying I prefer. I'm trying to think of something now.
Yeah, don't throw yourself in there like
That's
that,
like
mate.
saying I prefer. Oh my god, that's like saying I prefer Cadbury's
Yeah.
to Galaxy.
And what? Okay, I don't know where this is going because
but I do prefer Cadbury. I was trying to find something where they're both fucking great, and it's just edged by just a little bit. Just because I love Jason Segel doesn't mean I don't love Paul Rudd. I just love Jason Segel.
That's fair
more,
enough.
you know?
Jason Segel is absolutely what a man, and so
He's a
is Paul Rudd.
beauty.
I want to be best friends with them both. Shall I? I've got
Hit us with
another good one,
another.
though.
Hit us with another.
I guess we should stick on that kind of like comedy. This is quite an obvious one. It's Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, obviously.
Oh shit! Yeah, 100%.
Well, frankly, any of the films they've done together. I'm not going to. I mean, you could include A World's End, but they don't. I don't
It's
feel
not
like it's
really-
much of a bromance in that.
That's like an ensemble one, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like-
and you only really like the only bromance stuff you get in that film. You're really bringing into it from the fact that you love them
and
together
don't
already.
I haven't seen that film in ages. Don't they hate each other in it?
Yeah,
Isn't
so
it
it
like-
feels
it's-
weird? Yeah,
yeah.
Well, they all sort of hate him, and then.
But that's
accidentally don't.
as a result. You could give that one for bromance because it's as a result of the two incredible bromances in Shaun of the
Yeah,
Dead.
it's sort of
and,
like an
Hot
accidental
Fuzz.
romance that isn't really in the film.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, that is it.
But Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, I mean, fuck me, mate.
Mate,
They're so good together. I don't know which one's your favourite.
Well,
in
I
terms of
don't
their
know.
bromance?
I think they are genuinely both as good as each other, as
Yeah.
in film wise. But I think the bromances. I don't know. I think I prefer the bromance in Hot Fuzz.
You see, I agree
Because
because
it-
it has some amazing moments, and actually, the
Yeah.
end of Hot Fuzz actually genuinely does kind of move me. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
And also, there's the bit in Hot Fuzz where he stabs his eye with a ketchup thing, and I'm like, fucking great.
That's Hot Fuzz, right? I always forget which one that's in.
Yeah, it
That's
is Hot Fuzz because he's like,
No, I don't think it is it? Isn't it Shaun of the Dead? Because
is it in both of them?
does he do it? Because
I'm sure
in my head I'm like,
he's-
it's Shaun of the Dead because he does it to cheer
cheer
him up
him up.
after breaking up. But then is it Hot Fuzz because he does it to cheer him up?
Yeah, I'm
some
sure.
other
I'm
reason.
sure it's Hot Fuzz, but you're actually making me
Fuck
doubt.
me.
I'm
Now
gonna
I
Google it.
don't
I'm
actually know.
Googling.
I'm sorry about that, mate. But yeah,
I'm
no, I know
Googling
what
it.
scene you mean, and it's amazing. But also, I raise you the scene in Shaun of the Dead where they're throwing records at the zombies.
That is.
I mean,
that's the
is-
quintessential. Mate, also just to butt in, it is Hot Fuzz. It's
Is it?
yeah,
Mate,
ketchup packet scene, Hot Fuzz.
My whole life's been a lie. Okay, that is fucking amazing. Yeah.
But yeah, as you said, the record scene, that's just like iconic and maybe the quintessential wrap up of their bromance. It's just
yeah, true.
jokes. I love
But
it.
yeah, but I mean, both of those films have got amazing arcs for both those characters and that bromance relationship. They all start and end
yeah,
magically, and in the middle. I mean, they're great.
yeah,
I love
100%.
those
I
films. So
think
good.
one more each very quickly, and then we'll find out what we have for breakfast.
Mate, I should bloody hope so, mate.
Let's actually have it.
Yeah, go on, hit me with one.
Sorry, I'm just the list that I wrote earlier. I just kind
You're
of
realizing it's dog shit.
No, this is it. So
Okay.
Seth and Evan from Superbad,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, I haven't watched Superbad in a while, but yeah, they are, aren't they? They are quite a bromance.
Michael Cera and Jonah Hill. Yeah,
Don't they spend a lot of that film not liking each
yeah,
other?
but isn't it?
But obviously that's
and
a
also-
part of a good
I haven't
bromance,
seen it in a while, but like, isn't the ending that they? No, because there's the bromance because they thought they were going to go to college together, and then it turns out one of them, can't remember which one isn't, and then at the end it's like sad for a bit, and then then they make up.
Yeah. Mate,
But-
that was maybe the greatest recollection of Superbad's plot I think I've ever
I
had, to
haven't
be honest.
seen it in long enough to be able to
Nick,
actually.
I'd be forgiven for thinking you hadn't seen it ever after that description.
I don't actually know what you're talking about, mate, because that was so thorough, well thought through, and realised.
And terrific. No, but
Yeah,
you are right.
I'm insulted,
Great romance.
to be frank. That's a good bromance. Yeah,
And I like that that's obviously Seth and Evan. This based on Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg's
well,
relationship.
exactly,
It's like a
that's-
true, based on true stuff. So
Yeah, and I
that
think
adds a nice element.
Yeah, again with the Seth Rogen thing from before, it's like it feels like it's a good bromance because it's based in the fact that it's a bromance in real life. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, good. No, mate. Good, you know what? Good on you, mate. Good
bromance,
style.
mate.
Good. That's a good bromance right there. But do you want to know? Do you want to know an even better romance?
Yeah, hit me.
I mean, we've already talked about this film.
Go on.
It's Merry and Pippin in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, another Lord of the Rings one. Yeah, actually, that's true.
Mate, you didn't think of that?
No, that's a more. Right. Okay. Sam and Frodo are the obvious like top bromance in Lord of the Rings, right? But I would argue
through the biggest journey. I guess.
Yeah, and it's the most moving. It's the most whatever. But I would argue that Merry and Pippin's is the most enjoyable to watch, as in terms of just like happy. Whenever they're on screen together, they're just like, I'm just like, you fucking.
And also, like, they may as well be related, right?
Yeah, are they?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah. Sick one, mate. Yeah.
No.
But they are basically the same character. I mean, obviously they're not, and like they have different traits, and you know which one's which. But like, you know what I mean? Like they appear
like
as one. They just appear in a scene. And it's like, oh, there's Merry and Pippin.
Yeah, and
you
all
couldn't
the stuff
really have one without the other. I feel like in any scene, it'd feel wrong.
Is it them that spends all the time with the trees in the second one?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, and because there's the extended edition one, and they're just blazing up.
Right. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, you absolutely zoned out. Mate, you gave me a look and you look like a man ready, like a serial killer who'd just been found. Like someone's at your house and having dinner with you, and slowly throughout the night there have been clues that have come out that you're a serial killer.
And he's
clocked it, and you're just
And I have to pretend that I'm in conversation, but actually I want to get the fuck out.
Would you like another glass? I just need to go get the last glass out of the basement. And then they're just like, fucking get out of.
And that's what you just run for it.
You honed that into.
I just lost it, mate. I feel like I was just getting in the mindset of Merry and Pippin as they were blazing.
It's right. I'll forgive you, mate.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. But no, I love him, and I also just love Dominic Monaghan.
Yeah, he's fucking amazing. Just lost. There we
go. And Billy Boyd as well. I mean, look, everyone in Lord of the Rings. Might as well be in this, because even when they're not bromances, or indeed are not actually both men, I love them.
Exactly.
All relationships in that film.
I love them so much. But do you know what I also love?
Don't know, Nick. What else do you love?
I love taking in nutritional value in the morning. Wow. I love it so much that I want to know what you did today to take in that nutritional value. I want to know what you had for breakfast, Stu. What did you have for breakfast? I know what I had.
So, well, Nick, what did you have for breakfast then?
I had a smoothie today.
Anything nice in it?
Well, we ran out of chia seeds. We ran out of honey. We ran out of the coconut milk that we'd usually use as the binder.
Did you have anything?
Oat milk.
Did you have anything in the smoothie?
Yeah, we ran out of fruit. It was empty. No. It was good. I had raspberries, pineapple, banana, some oat milk, and some just oats. And it was nice.
Well, that sounds good.
What did you have, mate?
Just had an apple.
Just an apple?
Yeah, I keep forgetting breakfast, mate.
You should probably get that checked out, mate.
It's really not good.
Yeah.
And just like that, we are back from learning about our breakfasts.
We learnt a lot.
We learnt many things.
We learnt so much. Maths. We learnt some equations. We learnt
weirdly, we learnt dance moves.
Weirdly, we did. And I'm not really sure how and why, but we did.
I don't know either, but let's move on, Nick. Let's get back to the crux of today's episode, which is, of course, on-screen bromances in film and in television. We've talked about films.
We've tackled film.
No, actually, Nick, I want to talk about more. I've got more films. You're telling me you're ready to move on?
No, I just really want to get onto TV. But let's carry on with film. Let's carry on with film.
All right. Have you got any more film ones?
I've got one more film one.
Okay, you get rid of one more of your film ones, and then I'll unload mine.
And do you know what? Thinking about it now, I don't actually think it probably qualifies.
Well, you are useless, aren't you, mate?
It's
useless.
It's like a group bromance, and that is
right.
It's Phil, Stu, Doug, and Alan from the Hangover films. Or Hangover, the first Hangover film, because the rest of the Hangover films are shit.
This is going to be a hot take, but I actually don't rate that as a good. That's right. Firstly, you're right. That's not a bromance.
Yeah,
it's just a group of friends. I actually don't even think they like each other.
No, I mean they're all absolute arseholes, aren't they?
They spend 3 films being dickheads to each other.
It's fun to watch it though, isn't it, mate?
It is fun, but also I don't give a shit about them.
No.
Fuck you, Nick. For being that one.
Yeah, maybe I'll take that off. Yeah, let's just forget that.
Yeah. No, name one thing from the Hangover movie that made you go, "Oh, what an absolutely amazing group of friends."
Because
that
in
I'd like
the
to
first
watch.
one, it was all for that one guy's wedding, and they made it at the end.
Fuck that, man. Fuck that film.
And they made it to the
I don't know
wedding.
why I've suddenly gone on this crusade against Hangover. I think if I remember, I think I liked the first Hangover film. I think it was funny for its time.
But the wedding.
No, right. You finish a Hangover and you think, what a funny, quirky, raunchy, frankly, comedy. But for the love of God, these friends need better friends.
It's true. They're all awful people, and it's like this is every single one of you guys' fault that all of this has happened.
Exactly. You're all terrible.
Literally,
and I don't think either of you really enjoys each other's company.
No, maybe.
I think it's just you're in too deep. It's a bit of a necessity.
You're right. I'm going to redact my Hangover offer. Redacted, please.
What an absolute waste of a couple of minutes, Nick.
Come on, mate. Hit me. Give me another.
I will hit you, mate. Can't believe some of these you're going to be thinking, why did I never pick these ones? Because they are just that good. Han and Chewie from Star Wars.
Yeah, good.
I admit a rogue shout because it's not really a. I guess it. Well, it is. You know what? I'm going to stick by it. It is definitely a bromance.
I don't know why. There is no logic behind this, but I kind of didn't think of it because Chewie is just like a fucking animal. It's just
You're saying you can't have animals as friends, Nick?
Yeah.
Take a walk outside, Nick. What have people got on their leads?
Well, if we let animals and humans be friends, what's going to happen next, Stuart? People are going to be fucking animals, and then what next after that? They're going to be marry them. They're going to be marrying them. Okay.
Wow, Nick, you're really coming at it with that with the fucking gay marriage haters argument.
Oh God! Just to clear anything up, I'm 100% not that way.
No, you
don't
said
think
it.
about it that way.
Nick's a right wing.
I'm not right wing. I'm not a Tory.
Wow.
But yeah, Han and Chewie. Fuck
mate,
yeah.
Because they're just best friends, mate, and that is all the romance is.
And I feel like the fact that bromance was such a thing is probably the only reason we got that Solo Star Wars film, right? Because aside from people loving the character of Han Solo, but the whole film is just them and Chewie, and there were bits in that film that kind of ruined the bromance for me.
A little bit. Okay.
And I'm talking like all the stuff where it's like how he got his name, or like how he got his, and it's like okay. Oh, it's a bit cringy that you're attacking. Like, the bromance feels forced at that point.
Yeah, so one of those things where no matter how much from the original films, I think, oh, wow, Han and Chewie are just best fucking buds and it's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't really want to see what they did as friends before that.
No.
I mean, I say that, but I totally would watch just a Han and Chewie fucking chilling out film. But
I mean, I guess if
it's like, I just need to know that they're good friends, and they are, and it comes across great in the originals and the other ones. I mean, in Force Awakens, I like their bromance too.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, there's the bromance is at the peak in that one because of
how's this for a bromance though, Nick? This is one I didn't. I bet you didn't even bloody. I bet this didn't even bloody cross your bloody mind, mate.
I'm ready. Hit me.
Hansel and Zoolander from Zoolander.
Oh my God! I mean,
yeah, because they don't start. They start off as enemies, but they become bros, man.
Right, they do become bros.
In the amazing scene where they become friends and then they have that threesome with
and there's
with whatever Ben Stiller's ex-wife was called.
But the only thing with that, and I think this is just I don't know if this is the case, but I think it's just because I haven't seen Zoolander in so long.
Yeah.
Don't they only really become friends at the very end of the film?
No, it's like they become friends before the whole climax of the film.
Yeah.
He goes round to Hansel's fucking
true.
Big, like,
and actually,
skater hangout place.
That is an earned bromance because
exactly.
You know how much they hated each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, that is good. I'll give you that.
Mate,
I want to watch Zoolander again.
Honestly, Zoolander is one of the funniest films ever made.
What a absolute banger. People that don't like Zoolander, you do, you just don't know it.
Yeah, exactly. What is wrong with you? We don't talk about Zoolander 2.
What is wrong? What is wrong? Oh, I haven't seen the second one. But I don't want to.
Don't watch it. You haven't seen Zoolander 2? I don't
know.
No, don't watch
everyone
it.
was like, it isn't good. So
it's not, mate. It really isn't. So don't watch it. Zoolander 1, though, one of the best of all time.
Yeah, I've got another bromance for you, actually, from film.
Go on.
Harry and Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
It's a good bromance. I mean,
I feel like I haven't watched that film in so long that I can't really say much else other than just like, they are.
Yeah,
friends.
I don't remember enough of it to know any specifics, but I remember them being good friends.
They are
and
good friends.
Idiots. So
and they have just a silly goose time for that.
And they have a silly goose time. Okay, Stu, give us one more, and then. No.
Can I do two more? Because there's one that is gonna. It's a nice surprise. And I think you'll like it. But there's one that has to be spoken about.
Okay, two more. Yeah, give me two more.
I'm just pushing. I know I'm pushing it on time. Right, Harry and Ron from Harry Potter.
Yeah, but also I don't actually give a fuck about both of them because they go. By the end, I'm like, do you actually like each other? It gets to like the fourth film, and
that is, to be fair, that is. But like, okay, so let's say exclusively the first two films. I mean, look, Ron fucking breaks him out with this magical floating car,
okay.
Mate.
That the first two films, but that is taking 2 out of what 8 films.
True.
A quarter of the films.
Do you ever get the impression that Harry Potter doesn't care about anyone else but himself?
All the fucking time, mate. He
Good that we're on the
doesn't
same page,
give a shit. But, you know, I too wouldn't give a shit if every single other person in the film... Well, actually, okay, I was going to say every single other person. Every other person of authority in the film, in his life, doesn't tell him for his entire life who he is, for no reason.
Yeah, true. You'd be fucked up. I'm not here to make excuses, mate.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, he's a bloody boy that lived, mate. You know, he do whatever he wants.
The boy that lived, to die.
But would it hurt to show a bit of decorum, Harry?
100%. I mean, I feel like he's a dick. If he was a real life person, he'd be a knob.
You know what? Having said this, I think, admittedly, at the beginning of the franchise, they are definitely bros, and at the end, they are. You know, he names his fucking. Didn't he name his kid after one of them?
Yeah, but also.
Doesn't he name his kid after fucking Snape and Albus?
Yeah,
before Ron. Yeah, actually, you know what? Fuck this romance.
Yeah, and also, I mean, you described them as bros at the beginning of... I don't think I'd describe them as bros. They're literally like 12-year-old boys.
What are you talking about, mate? They're fist bumping around the corner of the fucking Hogwarts, smacking girls' asses all the fucking time, mate.
In the first one as well, they're like...
Oh, God, they're like 7 years old.
Look at me finger blast Julie down the side. And you're like, oh my... Harry, you can't
Hey, John, roll up this fat doobie. John? I said John.
Check me out in the toilets fingering Moaning Myrtle. She's going to moan so hard. You'd be like, oh, Harry, you don't have to live like this.
Yeah. I feel like Harry would drop any one of his friends in a heartbeat.
100%. 100%. Because also, don't they just meet on a train? It's like that. I mean, obviously, you can meet anywhere.
What, Nick? We're very close to ruining this bromance.
100%.
Can we just leave it at that?
Well, let's just leave it as a bromance.
They're great friends. They're great friends, and there's nothing else to talk about.
Give us a last film bromance, then we'll move on. Come on.
Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena in End of the Watch.
Yeah, good bromance.
You know,
good fucking bromance.
Yeah, right?
Shit. Just remember the end of the film. Yeah, good bromance.
Mate, let's not ruin it for anyone. But oh my God, they're good.
Mate.
They are in it together, mate.
I can't believe that film was directed by the same person that made Suicide Squad.
I know. We live and learn, mate. We move on.
Honestly, regularly I wake up in sweats in the middle of the night, and I just think, David Ayer made Suicide Squad.
It doesn't get easier, mate.
It doesn't get easier. No, that's a great romance.
Yeah. What a film. That film ruined me.
It's so good, and Jake Gyllenhaal is, as we all know, 10 out of 10.
Another one of those people that I'm like, I just want to be fucking best buds, so that makes it a good romance.
But in that film, I think that's the first that I can remember, the first time I saw a film with Michael, is it Pena?
Pena, yeah.
The first time I've seen him in a film where I was like, oh, fuck, you're sick. Like, usually he just does,
usually he plays the Joker.
Comedy, like, pretty joke. And then I was just like, sick. Oh, this guy's got what it
and they just work together.
Yeah, man.
Fantastic.
They're great in it. Yeah, they're good. I think is stellar.
Should we talk about some TV, mate? Seeing as you're so bloody egging to do it.
Well, I think actually before we... Fuck it, yeah. Let's talk about TV. I was going to say let's hear some of the breaking news of the moment, but let's tackle some TV first.
Mate, let's fucking throw caution to the wind. Let's fucking do whatever we want, mate.
Oh my God, I'm going to rip up. I'm going to flip this table right now with everything on it.
Don't do it.
No. Right, let's go to TV, and I'm going to drop.
Please insert a fucking like table getting flipped sound effect. In there.
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You'd like that.
I would.
Right, the first one. It's an obvious one. It's maybe one of the best TV bromances.
I know exactly where it's going. Go on.
It's Troy and Abed.
Oh,
We got that Community. Is there a better bromance in TV?
Simply the best.
It's great. They're so wholesome and lovely. They go through ups and downs.
They have a morning TV show.
When it gets to, do you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to spoil something from Community.
No, Nick, don't spoil Community for people. Well, Community is one of those shows that no one's ever watched.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously a lot of people have, but I mean, a lot of people I know are like, oh, I've never watched Community.
Yeah.
And I'm always begging them to watch it.
You should have watched it.
So we can't spoil it.
Okay, I won't spoil it, but I'll just say that you know, there's some points where you really get emotional at those
you get
two.
The feels, man.
You get them feels. Some of the best one-liners from them, Troy and Abed in the morning. It's fantastic.
Absolutely amazing, mate.
All I've ever wanted.
Donald Glover's amazing, and also Danny Pudi is amazing, and much older than you think he was.
Yeah, and has a family. Yeah,
and kids, I believe.
Yeah, did you watch the Community the live stream of them doing that?
Because absolutely cracking, mate.
I love it. I just love. It felt like if this is a Donald Glover thing. It felt like when he left to do Childish Gambino, and then whenever he did Childish Gambino. Basically, anything he had in the public eye, he just had this aura of like, yeah, just wanna, yeah. And then I was like, okay, cool, he's fucking great, but he's definitely gone like, he's doing that mellow, like Mysteria.
Yeah.
And then the first time I felt like he was back to just like, old Donald Glover
just
was
watching
that Community thing. I was like, this is fucking great. I love this shit.
Still got it. There is another TV bromance which is arguably as iconic.
Go on.
Arguably as good.
I want to know.
Arguably as seminal.
Wow.
It's JD and Turk from Scrubs.
Classic.
Of course it is.
That's maybe the most...
They even have the Guy Love song, mate.
Yeah,
it's the most obvious bromance of all time. In fact, as much as I love Community and I love Troy and Abed, I feel bad for ever saying that JD and Turk weren't the most quintessential bromance.
Well, JD and Turk are like the forefront. They're the most obvious bromance. And
yeah, they are very obvious.
Yeah, there's a reason, you know? There's a reason that they're it's fucking great. I need to rewatch Scrubs.
Their podcast on on Scrubs.
Well, that's it. They have
as well.
Such a wholesome relationship in real life that it's this is great.
They are just best friends, aren't they? And that is just sensational. And that makes it all the better to watch them on Scrubs.
Exactly. I mean, they're great.
They're easily the best part about Scrubs, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. If they didn't have that in it, I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. It's just a show about hospitals, isn't it, love?
Bloody hell, mate. Yeah, what is this bloody Casualty on BBC One?
Yeah, what is this bloody Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah, bloody Holby City, mate.
Yeah, what is this, ER?
Yeah, what is this bloody house?
Yeah, what is this,
Nick, it's okay.
Scrubs season 7?
Yeah, okay. We'll take that, Nick.
Don't
put yourself down, mate. Don't put yourself down.
What was the Scrubs?
The shit one.
What was the one where it just went shit? And then Dave Franco was in it.
Yeah, wasn't that 6?
I think it was 6.
One of them.
Either way, that wasn't Scrubs.
Yeah, that wasn't Scrubs. Didn't have JD and Turk, did it?
I'm ready to level with you with another iconic.
Go on then.
TV bromance.
If you must, mate.
It's Joey and Chandler from Friends.
Oh, yeah, of course it is, mate.
You know, that's a classic. You know, a lot of people think, you know, it's ensemble. There's a lot of bromances and there's a lot of romances. There's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of intertwining romances. But I think Joey and Chandler's the bromance that sticks out. You wouldn't put Ross in a bromance with them,
you know,
because Ross has a relationship with them. But the bromance is Joey and Chandler.
Yeah,
they're living together,
isn't it? Like they just don't have that with Ross because I suppose they don't live with Ross, so you don't.
Yeah, Joe. I mean, that's it. It's the living situation because so much good shit in that show comes from the conflict of like when one of them is moving out or when one of them's doing something with like a girl or whatever, and it's like the integral bromance is the reason that's so good.
It stays constant, as I said. It stays the same throughout, and it's great. And they're always.
I love it. They're always having a good time,
even though Ross is the best friend.
Even though Ross is the best friend,
which is I know going to spark some fires out there.
If anyone even dares say that Monica's the best friend,
Does anyone actually fucking believe
I've never known anyone to say that Monica's the best friend, and for good reason.
If you're listening to this and you think Monica's the best friend,
stop.
Turn off and don't ever fucking listen to my show again.
Don't you fucking dare listen to our show.
You absolute piece of bottom of the barrel fucking shit.
If you think Monica's the best friend, stop whatever you're doing right now. Walk out. I don't even care how long it takes. Find the nearest busy road and just run. Just run so hard. Don't even look left or right. Just run.
If you think Monica's the best friend, that means you're probably a Monica. And I don't want you around.
You're the fucking Monica of your friendship group. If you think Monica is the best friend, you've killed 10 people and are hiding it because you have to be able to push down real emotion so fucking far to be able to think that Monica is the best friend.
What are you, fucking Ted Bundy? I bet Ted Bundy would have thought the fucking
Have you
Monica's
got bodies? I fucking bet he thought Monica was the best friend.
Yeah.
I bet the fucking Zodiac Killer thought Monica was the best. It wasn't even released.
Unfortunately, mate. No way to know.
Hadn't been made when that was a thing. But I bet he thought that Monica was the best friend.
In fact, Monica... I'm going on record as saying this. Monica is the Zodiac Killer.
Look, so many... The fictional character of Monica is the Zodiac Killer.
I'm going one further. No, fucking Courtney Cox is the Zodiac Killer.
Courtney Cox, acclaimed actress, Courtney Cox, murdered 5 people. I think it was 5, and got away with it.
And then David Fincher made a film about her.
Oh, good film that. Really great film.
No, but look, we need to move on. But yes, Chandler and Joey. I've got a great one, mate.
Yeah.
Charlie and Hurley in Lost.
Fuck
it wouldn't be right if I didn't talk about Lost, would it?
Yeah, fuck me. That's good.
Because they just...
Work.
I mean, look, everyone on Lost, everyone on that island has different relationships. People become friends at different points. But Hurley and Charlie just feel so... I don't know what the word is. Just like so wholesome.
It's together. So nice to see. I would say there's a couple of other teetering bromances on Lost. One would be occasionally there's that slight Sawyer and Jack bromance.
Well,
that peters out a little bit.
Doesn't really come until quite late on, does it? I mean, I wouldn't really say that that's a bromance. Yeah,
but then I'd also say that
they all learn to love each other.
That Jin and is it Hurley? Jin's like so cute with one of them.
I mean, Jin is just amazing, and so I feel like anyone he touches or cross paths with has a good bromance. But I feel like, isn't it Jin and
is it Charlie?
Don't Jin and Sawyer have in the final
yes,
seasons
they
a bit
do.
Of a bromance?
They bromance it up a little bit.
And also, no, not Saeed. No, Saeed and Jin don't really have a thing.
Saeed is a bit. When you
He's
rewatch
a bit of a rogue
Saeed's a bit of
mate.
an absolute dick.
I don't know though. I don't think he is.
He has a comeuppance, a little bit of like misunderstood. But he, out of all of them,
I mean, he becomes.
They're all. But I guess the point
they're
is
all
that they're
flawed,
all
mate.
dicks, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all flawed people. That's exactly the whole point of the show, mate. And,
man, I miss Lost.
I really miss it regularly, all the time. And Charlie and Hurley are just fucking sensational to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, I just love Hurley.
Really,
and I also just love Charlie.
Top tier bromance right there.
So good. You got any more TV ones, mate?
Those were the main ones.
Okay, do you want me to hit you with one last surprise one?
Yeah, give us one last absolute bim-bap boy.
What if I told you Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson in True Detective? Do you think that is? Because I was thinking about it. I was like,
yeah, I think it's a bromance.
Because it's such a reluctant bromance. You know, they clearly don't want to admit that they like each other. But that's a bromance, right?
I don't know if I would call it like a bromance, like a romance, like a...
Yeah, I mean, it's not really bordering
into like that
romance.
love for each other.
There is a bit of...
But
there could be a bit of sexual tension there.
A little bit. It does feel like they could fuck any minute.
Yeah.
But also, it doesn't at all feel like that.
No.
I think they just... But then maybe that because they hate each other, maybe that's the bromance.
Well, this is it. This is what makes it surprising for me. And that, like, actually, when you think about it, like, I think it is a bit like... They hate each other, and in that sense, I think they couldn't live without each other, Nick.
Definitely, and I think because they hate each other so much, that's still a very heightened emotion to have.
It's
like
the
classic thing of like, oh, I don't feel anything about you. It's like, oh my god, that's worse than even if you said you hated me.
It's a full circle bromance.
It's a full circle bromance. I'll give you that.
Absolutely groundbreaking stuff. My knees are shaking, mate.
That is groundbreaking. But do you know what else is groundbreaking?
couldn't tell you if I tried, mate.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news.
This just in an unbelievable turn of events, acclaimed musician Willie Nelson has today announced that his, quote, little Willie Nelson be swinging so low, dem broads ain't gonna know how to even get up to leave. Aha, you get me, brother? Close quote. It is believed that this is also the name of his upcoming 59th studio album, although Willie declined to comment, simply saying, I said what I said.
J.K. Rowling has this week confirmed to fans that Hagrid is in fact an objectophile. This comes after the controversial scene in her latest Harry Potter spin-off series, Hagrid's Hot, in which Hagrid shockingly fucks his own heart. Fans were left confused by the character's turn, but Rowling assures them that, quote, this was always a part of Hagrid's identity. You just never saw it in the main novels. The hints were always there though, like when Harry walked in on Hagrid fucking his own hut midway through the Triwizard Tournament. When pressed on the fact that, in actual fact, that scene didn't happen, did it, Rowling, at any point in the books, Miss Rowling said, what? Nah, you not read them or something? Nah, Hagrid definitely fucked his hut in book 4. Trust.
In movie news, Zack Snyder has confirmed that all characters in Justice League will be taking a backbench in his upcoming Snyder in his upcoming Snyder Cut release. This is to replace the entire cast with acclaimed musician Willie Nelson. The cut will be named the Willie Cut, but plot details are being kept tightly under wraps. Willie Nelson stated today that, quote, the plot is under wraps, unlike my huge little Willie Nelson that I simply cannot tame. Am I right?
Troubling news today, as it was revealed that Hannah Montana did not in fact get the best of both worlds, but instead, faced with the crippling weight of hiding 2 identities from her friends and families, and never really being able to open up to anyone as a result, and a short stint with narcotics, was actually very much in the worst of both worlds. More on this story as it develops.
In another field, tech giant Tesla are set to move their production headquarters from California to Texas in an apparent bid to be closer to acclaimed musician Willie Nelson at his ranch. Willie Nelson declined to comment, but a representative stated that, quote, this is almost certainly to do with Willie's, and do not misquote me here, absolutely devastatingly large phallus, something he likes to refer to as his little Willie Nelson?
Work in a hospital? Look out, there's a new doctor on the block. Fresh out of his medical degree, budding young junior doctor Harold Shipman has turned heads as promising Doctor of the Month on his local ward. We're sure Harold has a great career ahead of him, and we will definitely be watching.
Oh.
And that's breaking news.
Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news.
Yeah, so that's some breaking news, my guy.
Crazy, groundbreaking stuff. As usual, completely 100% true as well.
Absolutely. I mean, look, we pride ourselves in having the utmost accurate sources for all of our news.
Fantastic stuff.
Fantastic stuff. Anyway, mate, look, we already did a main topic today from a suggestion from a pal Tom, but we got a couple of other little questions that aren't quite enough to fill a whole show. But I thought, look, let's drop it in here. It'll give us a nice little interim.
Little niggling questions that just tiny little annoying ones.
Absolutely. So in that regard, our good friend Ollie O'Brien asked us, what's scarier, clowns or the unstoppable march of time? Nick?
Wow, I've never really thought about that. I think I'd probably have to say the unstoppable march of time.
I'd say that too. I'd say that too.
Because clowns up front, pretty scary fuckers. They're visually scary. You can see
big, very big feet.
Very big feet. You can see the fear there. But the unstoppable march of time, it's always been there, and you don't.
It's never. it's never going.
It's never going anywhere. And and make no mistake, it is happening, and we are slowly moving towards the grave.
Exactly. Every day that goes by, we're technically more dead than we were the day before.
Yeah, technically we're all dying very slowly.
Cells in our body are dying.
We are more dead versions of who we were yesterday.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to think about. And I think, ultimately that does scare me a lot more than people make it.
If I was to say, hey, which one for a cheap laugh at the old, a cheap little jump scare at the old horror maze, I'd say clowns. But you know what?
Yeah.
A deeper scare is how we're all dying. It keeps me up at night.
Exactly.
Keeps me up at night.
But on the flip side of things, I suppose the unstoppable march of time never touched me when I was 7 years old.
Oh? Is that something you want to...
Not today, Nick.
Okay.
Not today.
Well, we'll move on then. We'll move briskly on from childhood trauma.
Should we have? I think it's probably time to get a celebrity call-in.
I think it's time for a celebrity call-in.
Let's do it.
Let's roll them titles. It's time for celebrity call-in, baby.
It's time for the celebrity calling. Celebrity calling.
Right. Let's see what this week's celebrity call-in has in store for us.
Let's do it, man.
Yeah.
Let's fucking do it.
So last week we had British chef Nigella Lawson call into the show. I got her on, and she was a bit strange, really. I still don't think...
I have to be honest, Nick. I did feel wildly uncomfortable.
It was very uncomfortable
for
for everyone involved. And we've tried to put that behind us, and we're no longer ever going to refer to that moment ever again. So let's move forward.
We won't. It's never happened.
Stu, I believe you've got this week's celebrity caller.
Yeah, I've managed to track down difficult to get this week.
Okay.
Pretty hot one. I think the viewers, the listeners, and you are going to like it. But of course, as usual, you don't know who this is.
No, I have no idea.
So
yes,
there's not really much else to say. But should we get
him on the line?
Should we see if the line's open? Let's see if the line's open.
Okay then. Right, celebrity caller, if you're on the line, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, chaps.
Hi.
How are you? How are you doing today?
Good. Yeah, doing good, thank you, mate. How about you?
That's brilliant. Well, I'm very good. I'm very, very good. Thank you very much myself.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I suppose we should probably just get it out of the way. It's Michael Gove.
Michael Gove. I didn't see that. I don't. Does he have a recognisable voice?
Not particularly recognisable, but I'm trying my best. Yes, it's Michael Gove, everyone's favourite government minister.
Okay.
Michael Gove.
Well, Michael Gove, I would definitely beg to differ there about everyone's favourite government minister, but...
No.
No?
I am the favourite.
Okay.
Everyone loves me, and I will not hear otherwise.
I don't think that's true, mate. I don't think everyone loves you, but, in the subject of being fair and open to our viewers and being an impartial service to everyone, I'm willing to put that behind and continue talking to you, even though please do not misquote me on this. I hate your guts. But let's...
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I'll leave that behind. Why don't you tell us why you've called in?
Well, brilliant. Brilliant, Nick. Thank you for having me on the show, and to Stuart for bringing me in. I just thought this week I would come on the show because it seems a appropriate time and a brilliant place to clear up some things that have been happening at the moment in government.
Okay.
I've been doing the rounds on lots of media shows.
Yeah, I've seen.
You may have seen some of them better than others.
Oh, yeah.
And I appear to have found myself on the show, so I thought I would clear anything up that you boys had to ask about anything going on at the moment. What with the current state of things in government at the moment, I just thought I'd frankly, to be honest, Nick, there's something I need to get off my chest as well. But I think maybe we'll just wait and see how that one comes around the corner.
Okay, well, just gonna go straight in here. Mate, I couldn't give a fuck, any less of a fuck about asking you questions. But when you said that there's something really pushing at you and really deep down that you need to get off your chest, that's where my intrigue peaked. So, is there something you want to elaborate on?
Well, Well, I don't really feel the need to be honest.
Okay.
But this week there has been a bit of a stir.
Yeah,
Everyone's got a
well,
bit
you can
stir
fucking
crazy about,
say that again,
one
mate.
One of our aides, Dominic Cummings, who frankly did nothing wrong.
Wow. Okay.
He did nothing wrong. He may have driven 207 miles up to Durham.
He did
and
do
may
that,
have,
yeah.
breached the rules that we ourselves set up, but he did nothing wrong.
Okay.
Well, I too have also done nothing wrong. I assure you,
Okay.
nothing wrong here.
Nothing wrong then. Well, I feel like the fact. Sorry to interrupt,
Yes,
Michael
go on,
Gove,
Nick,
but
go on.
I feel like the fact that you're prefacing it with the fact that you've done nothing wrong kind of screams that you're going to have done something wrong here. But
Well, Nick, let me, not to get ahead of you, but is it... So sorry, next you'll be telling me it's wrong to go on a solo trip to Chessington World of Adventures. In the peak of March, during the peak of our coronavirus.
Okay.
You'll be telling me that's wrong next
well,
week.
is that what you're saying you've done?
Yes.
So you're saying that you went to Chessington World of Adventures?
Yeah, on my own.
On your own?
I went on my own. Yeah, absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's clear as day in the government guidelines that we ourselves set out.
Well, I don't think
Did you read that?
don't think I saw that part of the government guidelines, but I would just like to point out as well that that does sound like a lovely day out for yourself to really spend some time
It's
with.
fantastic. I've got to be honest, Nick. In the senior government role that I'm in at the moment, difficult being Michael Gove. A lot of stress in many places, usually coming from the lower class.
Oh,
peasant.
Sure you want to say that, Michael?
Look, to be honest, Nick, I've had Boris down the back of my neck all, frankly, all bloody week.
Okay.
Telling me what I should and shouldn't say. I've lost a bloody tether.
Okay.
And so I just wanted to get my own story out here. Yes, I went to bloody Chessington.
Okay.
I went on my own.
Yeah.
It was frankly nothing wrong. I don't see what I've done wrong. I went into the park. There was no one else there.
Okay.
There was no one else in the bloody turnstiles. I didn't even pay.
Yeah.
For
See, that's
frankly, I just went and I rode on the vampire 7 times.
See, that's the thing, Michael Gove. You say there was no one there at the turnstiles, and you're probably correct because I'm pretty sure Chessington World of Adventures has been closed since early March.
Well, it was open for me.
It was open.
Yeah, I got in.
Did you just hop the fence, Michael Gove?
I did. I do lots. And look, I have to stress this. Whilst there was no one in the park, let me tell you, there were many, many people on my journey to the park.
Okay.
That I tried my utmost to keep 2 meters away from. Sometimes exceptional circumstances mean that you cannot do so.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to get ahead of the curve before people do eventually come out in the papers next week.
Yeah.
And there's going to be hundreds.
Yes, probably.
Who have said they saw me.
There probably will be because you went to Chessington World of Adventures on your own. Yeah.
Yes, and look, if you're feeling ill during a pandemic, it's perfectly logical. If you feel the need to go on the vampire.
Don't think it is.
Times.
Don't think that's
7 times on the vampire. You could also ride on the rattlesnake.
Sorry, Michael Gove.
I
struggle to believe that that's in the World Health Organization.
And you could go behind the little donut stalls, which obviously weren't open, but you can get behind them. And I know a little trick to do it. You can get behind them and you can make your own bloody donuts.
Okay.
Really terrific, really fantastic, really terrific stuff. And you can have a jolly good time in Chessington.
I'm starting to think, Michael Gove, do you have any affiliation with Chessington World of Adventures? Is this an advert? Are you selling it? Is this a product that you're selling to me?
No. I have utmost respect for the people of Chessington.
The people of
The people of Chessington.
The people of Chessington are not a community. It's a theme park.
It has nothing to do with the fact that Merlin Entertainment paid hundreds of millions of pounds into a think tank set up by Merlin and myself, which is solely there to convince the government that Chessington World of Adventures is an essential part of our
okay. So I
government.
think we've stumbled across the crux here of what you're saying, and really that does explain a lot.
Look, all I'm saying, before this gets out, is it a crime to want to have a fun time out for a reasonable price on many of the UK's best family attractions?
I don't think
on your own.
No, I don't think that's a crime, but I think the time in which you experience the joys that you just listed probably is a bit of a crime there, mate.
No. Well, it's not.
Well,
well, I don't know what else you want me to say, Nick. It's just not. I did nothing wrong.
Okay. Well, here's another question, and maybe we frame it in a different way. How's your eyesight?
terrible.
And you
Terrible. And look, if this is going to be about Dominic Cummings again, look, I've answered my fair share of questions. Yes, he checked his eyesight by getting in a car and going to a castle with his 4-year-old son and his wife in car, and they drove 30 miles there and back, and then they stopped and just happened to coincide with his wife's birthday. Look, I have no doubt that he did it for his eyesight, because I do it all the time. You know what? The real reason I went to Chessington? Because I couldn't see. I cut my eyes out.
Oh,
I can't see right now. I can't see. Who are you? I can't even see this.
You cut your eyes out?
Yeah, I cut them out.
I had a
dangerous fall.
You had
I can't see, and I had to go to Chessington.
You had a dangerous fall.
Yep.
Now you can't see.
Do you know where I had to... because I fell off the vampire ride when I was little, Nick. And every week I have to go back to the vampire and look for my eyes.
Wait, sorry, you fell off the vampire ride when you were little?
Yep. And I never found those eyes.
So you've been...
I never found the eyes, and so I have to go back regularly to find my eyes.
So you've been blind this whole time?
Yep. Glass eyes, mate.
Glass eyes, wow.
Doctors tell me that if I find the eyes, even though they may have dirt and debris on them,
yeah,
they can probably put them back in my face.
Probably not. Probably a slim chance of that, mate, if you lost your eyes when you were a child.
That is truly why... I'm now just remembering, yes, of course, this is true. This is why I had to go to Chessington on my own.
Okay.
And ride the vampire 7 times. And I broke in. And I met many people along the way, but I had to do it because I had to find my eyes, Nick.
How did you expect to find your eyes if you've been blind since a young age? How were you finding the eyes?
Feel around a bit.
Feel around a bit. Feel around a bit.
No, really. I think you're really trying to turn this into into something this really isn't, Nick.
Okay.
I just
sorry.
have to get it out there because I know the press are going to go hot on this, and I just have to really clear up my side of the story and make this crystal clear. Michael Gove, went to Chessington.
Yeah.
I don't know how much clearer I can make this. I went to Chessington for a fun day out on my own. I rode the vampire 7 times. I had donuts. I came across many people. I stopped at maybe 50 times on my way up. And I had to do this.
50 times on your way up?
I was searching. Yes, it's going to come out. It's going to come out. I have to be honest. I'm just being crystal clear and honest with the British people. I went, and it was because I had to find my eyes.
Okay.
And so, obviously, I understand, and I sympathise with Dominic's situation, but mine is very different. But I lost my eyes, and I had to find them.
Well, yeah, you had to find them. I would just like to point out, Chessington World of Adventures is 150 acres big. If you're just feeling around for those eyes, it's going to take you a while.
Look, you're really starting to pull apart my story, and I don't think it's very professional of you.
Oh, okay.
But look, as I said already, I lost them on the vampire, Nick. And that means that the area of which I would have to search is significantly smaller than 150
okay,
acres.
I'll give you that. But I'll also... I've actually kind of had enough of you, mate. I think you're a slimy little python of a man. And I think your head looks like a water balloon that's been blown up just a little bit too large. And there's a hole at the top, which is every now and then letting the water drip out. So you just have a slimy, wet little face, you utter scum.
Are you going to help me find my eyes?
No, I'm not, you absolute snake.
I'm not a snake. I'm just doing what the British people
You're
do.
a snake.
And I have every right.
Mr. Gove, you're a snake.
And look for my eyes.
Mr. Gove, you are like when I leave a cucumber in the fridge for too long and it slimes over. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening.
Wow, he's gone, I think.
Yeah, I kicked him, mate. I couldn't deal with him any longer.
Unbelievable. I'm sorry, mate. I should have told... I actually thought we were going to get to the bottom of something altogether different, and we might be able to interrogate Mr. Gove, because obviously being the absolute objective slimy snake of human being that he
slimy, right?
I didn't want to bring a Tory cunt onto the show, but I thought it would be an interesting listen for our audience. I didn't know who was going to come up.
Well, I mean, it really did rattle me to my core.
I only wish I could have cut his line short.
Yeah, I would say I hope he's all right with his lack of eyesight, and I hope he finds the eyes underneath the vampire in Chessington like he so desires, but I don't. No, I don't.
No, me neither. Frankly, I hope if anything happens under the vampire in Chessington, it's that he gets hit.
I hope he gets hit. Well, that was a bit of a weird one, but that was a celebrity call-in.
It was.
Yeah.
It's time for the celebrity calling. Celebrity calling.
And just like that, my good brother Nicolan Willison.
Nicolan? All right.
Nicolan Willison, trying it out. Just trying it out.
Will it stick?
Nicolan Wilson. Just like that, we come to the end of this episode of the podcast.
We do.
it's been pretty bromantic.
Pretty bromantic, mate. I felt our bromance blossom as we talk about other bromances.
Absolutely. Do you want to fuck?
Yes.
So glad we could clear that up.
Great.
Because it's, gotta be honest, it's been pushing me for about 6 episodes now.
Look, is it illegal?
Will they, won't they?
Look, is it illegal? How long's a piece of string, you know?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Can I have sex with my brother?
Can I have sex with my own brother? Depends which council you're in.
Exactly. Try it in Norwich.
Oh, you naughty
terrific,
boy.
Nick. Terrific. Terrific.
No, we probably shouldn't.
No, let's not do that. Don't even know why I made the joke.
Mate, where can people find us?
Mate, look, if people want to suggest topics for any future episodes or they just want to see them be fucking silly shit and don't miss any more of their episodes, all of our social platforms are at AFNP Pod.
Yeah.
And we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and we're on bloody Twitter, mate. So we're on all of those bad boys.
All
so
of the
go ahead
above.
and follow us over there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Is there anyone else? What if people want to watch these, Nick? Do we film them?
Do we film them? We do film them, mate. And we do. We slap them up on YouTube.
Yeah.
So if you want to find us on YouTube, All Fart No Poop,
absolutely.
then you can see our faces as well as hearing our voices.
In glorious Technicolor, and we're both probably looking very sweaty today.
Probably because it's hot as fuck. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then, that's it.
Well, not quite, Nick. I think if people are listening on Apple, give us a review.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah,
nice.
yeah, definitely do that.
Throw that in there. And obviously follow and subscribe on whatever you're listening to. But that is it.
That's it. Okay, we're officially at the end now.
That is it. Right, that's it, mate. Just you can sleep easy now. Mate.
Okay, great. I just wanted to know.
Doing anything fun for dinner?
No.
What are you going to make for dinner?
I don't know.
Go on, what are you going to make for dinner?
I actually have no idea. Probably some pasta, maybe. I don't know. We just did a food shop, but there's a whole bunch of things we could make, so...
Fucking unbelievable.
I don't know. What about you?
Unbelievable. Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Don't put tomatoes on the top.
No, it's actually... I could do.
Don't. You said don't put tomatoes on the top. It ruins the mac and cheese.
Okay, look, it's actually... you know what? That's a story for another time.
Okay.
It's not really. It's just not got any cheese in it because it's vegan.
Oh, cool.
But fun times, man. Well, look, mate, see you next week. Don't die.
Sick, man.